Hi guys, my name is Owen, and over here is
James.
And we are here to play a game of Confrontation 3.5 for the Fanatics page. And just to throw out there an example of playing a smooth game at a decent clip. That's what I hope to get out of this. James?
Hoping to have a great time and showcase some mid-nor models kicking butt.
Yeah, James's models are great and painted. I apologize that mine are metal. I'm playing a Behemoth army, and I've got Kolghor with no sling and a major healing rune, which will give him a cure 5. I've got 2 Warriors of Wind on one card. I've got 2 Warriors of Wind on a second card. I've got 2 Warriors of Stone to bring the midline punch, and I've got a Troll of the Behemoth to hopefully keep James honest. And right at the end, I've got 2 Mountaineers of the Behemoth who bring cool abilities to deal with swarming enemies. This is my list. I think it's not 400 on the nose. I think it's 399 points. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 models functioning off of a leadership discipline 3.
All right, I'm playing mid-nor. I have chosen the Colony of Cthon for big follow-up moves. My character is Asturath the Destroyer. I also have a Cyclops of mid-nor. On this card I have 2 Sentinels, I have 2 Scourge Bearers, and I have 3 Incubi of the Despot on my last card. For solos for the Colony, I took Intimidation for the Cyclops and Asturath, and for the Scourge Bearers.
Awesome. We're gonna play
Gimme the Cash.
We're gonna play Gimme the Cash, which revolves around the center of the board, grabbing these 1, 2, 3 objectives. I know that it looks a little muddled, but it'll all kind of clear up in a second when we move the miniatures. The idea is that we use our force to add counters back and forth on these cards here. And we've got a turn counter that will pop in and out of the frame. All right, we'll go ahead and pull our models and then make our stacks. For the tactical phase, the approach.
Before you set your deck, I need to select 2 cards at random, or 1 card at random rather, for my Scourge Bearers to see who they're coming after to get their skins for the Despot, and I have picked Warrior of the Wind as the card that they're hunting, so the Scourge Bearers will get Bane against the Warrior of the Wind.
That's Warrior of the Wind with the cleavers rather than the clubs.
Noted.
Alright, so setting my stack, I'm going to show you guys doing this really quick. Go just like that. So here.
All right, for my activation sequence for the first turn, these are my cards.
Okay. Should we zoom it out to get the scope of the table? Just so you guys know really quick, the table is much larger than we were showing it, but we've taped off the place that I think gives us the best view of the table at that zoom in area. So there's an idea of the whole table. Remember, it's 120 by 60 centimeters, or roughly 2 feet by 4 feet. Okay.
We want to have you zoomed in so you can see what's happening with the models.
Right. So here, we'll start here now. It's going to be a little ugly for a minute, and then it'll look nice as we go. All right.
All right. We're going to start with the tactical roll for the first round as we're doing the approach. We're going to deploy our models.
What's your discipline?
I think it's 3.
Yeah, I've got a 3 with leadership.
I've got a total of an 8.
I got a 3 with leadership, which allows me to roll 2 dice. It gives me a total of a 6. So go ahead. It's up to you to choose.
Since I choose, I'm going to have you go first. How many cards do you have in your stack?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6
right.
with 10 models.
Your army outnumbers mine, and since you have both as many as or more models and you have more in your card stack, I'm getting a pass, which I'm going to take now and have him deploy first.
All right. So go ahead and play. My first card is Kolghor. And we have our lines demarcated here already. So we've got our 15 centimeters, and our 30 centimeter no man's land. I'll go ahead and drop him right here.
All right.
Go ahead.
Now, winning the tactical roll, let me have him take the first turn. Now I'm going to take my pass.
Okay. I'll go ahead and play my Warriors of the Wind with the clubs. I'll go 1 with club, 1 with club right here and here. Go ahead. I'm sorry?
All right, now I activate my first card, and I choose to place a card in reserve rather than deploy any models.
Got my Warriors of the Wind with cleavers. I want to be careful that I am giving myself enough space to deploy further units later, making sure that I've got 1, 2, 3, roughly 2 or 3 bases. In between them, I can't touch something that I've already put down, so I'm going to go ahead and just make sure that these are where I want them. All right, go ahead.
Another thing that Owen's going to want to keep in mind, and I will too, since we have larger than normal based models, is keeping space open to possibly deploy the large model later wherever you need to. I'm going to put my second card in reserve.
Yeah, it's a good point. I don't usually play large models, and I'm seeing that I'm already starting to limit myself in my deployment. I'm going to take Warriors of Stone. I'm going to deploy that. I'm going to throw 1 on the flank. I know he'll be out. This tape is not a usual part of the game. This just helps us understand where the parameters are when we zoom in later. I'm going to go ahead and deploy 1 right here. Go ahead.
I will play one of the cards from my reserve and deploy my Scourge Bearers. Placement with Mid-Nor is super key since they're so slow. You have to really figure out what points on the board you can reach in your first turn and deploy accordingly.
Got my Troll. I'm going to go ahead and put him right in the center. Since it's 12.5 centimeter movement will allow him some more flexibility. I'm going to stick him right here. And in that way I can deal with reacting to James's movement later with my greater movement. Go ahead.
Activating my Incubi.
Just so you guys know, on the old Rackham English language forums, my name was Owen Matthew, and James was Despot's Thrall. On the current Discord, I'm still Owen Matthew, or Bergenet. I think it's Owen Matthew though, and James is
Non sequitur.
Non sequitur, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna put my last card here in reserve, and go ahead and pass the activation over to James.
I'm going to activate my Cyclops. Put him right here.
Okay. I'm forced to deploy now. Don't really want to. These are my scouts. I believe they're scouts. So I'm making a mistake here. Yeah, these are my scouts. I'm going to go ahead and place them. I'm going to place 1 back here. In James's rear field, and then I'm going to place 1 right here where I'm sure that we're going to end up dealing with more of a hassle as we move on. So I'm gonna not only am I going to place him here, I'm going to place him in contact with the objective, and hope that bears some fruit later. Go ahead. I'm done with my stack.
All right, so I'm going to place Asturath the Destroyer here. And then I'm going to place my scouts. Let's see. I'm going to deploy one of them here. And one of them here. All right.
Okay, so that's the end of our deployment, and we're going to now go ahead and set our cards up for our first turn. I'm going to hold this up here. I don't know if this will help to see my thinking, but I'm going to go ahead and do it like this, so that you get an idea for where I might be going with this. Actually, I'm going to go this way. Okay. So for the okay, and you guys will see as we play. I'll go ahead and put them here. All right, first turn.
All right, discipline for the first turn. I rolled a 1.
1 always fails. I rolled a 3. 3 plus my discipline of 3 is 6. So I'm gonna make James go first.
And I'm now going to use my pass.
You're terrible. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play my my Warriors of Wind that are not affected by James's Bane, and I'm gonna go ahead and start moving these guys. Where's my tape measure? I appreciate that. Thank you. 10 centimeters. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this guy into contact here with the objective, which is gonna reveal this scout. I'm gonna go ahead and 10 centimeters. We always measure from the front edge of the base to the front edge of the base. This guy's gonna go for a little extra and reveal that scout right there. So these 2 scouts are revealed and can now be seen since we've ended within 10 centimeters. My activation is done. Go for it.
Okay. I've used my pass, unfortunately. I'm going to activate my Scourge Bearers. We're going to run them into contact because we need to start accruing tokens in order to win the scenario. Important thing about this game, one of the reasons Owen and I love it so much, is that scenario play is so crucial. You can certainly have great brawls in the center of the board. However, if you don't play the scenario, you can absolutely lose a game that you're winning on attrition by losing scenario.
Yeah, I think that's a great point. This game really does come alive with scenario play. I want to make one point about why I moved these guys here. Normally, I would move these models and end them in a diagonal, so that when I get countercharged, I can limit the amount of models that can countercharge me, and then I can maximize the amount of my own counter to his counter. This only matters when you have squares. This is a part of the great square versus circle debate. I can't do that because in order to score, we have to be flush up with our objectives. So this does leave us tactically with just slightly less options. I'll go ahead and play Kolghor. He's next. 10, 20, 30. I'm gonna move up 10 centimeters, which will not get me the basing that I needed. But I'm gonna go ahead and move 10 centimeters right here. I'm gonna go ahead and run and I'm gonna accept that I'm gonna run and not shoot this turn. I'm gonna change my facing this way so that I make sure that I am open to fire on the next turn. Go ahead, James.
I'm going to go ahead and activate my Incubi. I'm moving this Incubi to get within 10 centimeters of his scout so that I can reveal him. Doing the same over here, making sure that his... that's not a scout.
No.
But that one is revealed.
Correct.
And we're squaring up to get tokens over there. And now my Toxic Incubus is going to move forward and do the same. My dwarves can't really get into the enemy this turn, but I can start scoring. So I'm going to focus on that and hopefully eliminate great paths for him to get into battle with me with more of his troops. His Cyclops is probably going to have, or his Troll's probably going to have range to get somebody this turn. There's not much I can do about that.
Yeah. And even though I've got better raw stats than James, James is making an excellent point that playing for the objective is probably what's going to get you a win rather than stats in the fighting. Stats in the fighting obviously matter, but playing the objective is always paramount. Warrior of the Wind. I'm going to go ahead and run these guys in. Let's just do it. So Warrior of the Wind, these are the ones that James has Bane against. I'm going to go ahead and 20 centimeters. Drop them here, and I'm going to change my field of view so that I can see on the next round. This character is going to come in heavy. I'm going to go ahead and run this here. Oh, sorry, bumped the card. Go ahead. I'm going to change my field of view as well. Excuse me.
I'm going to activate my Sentinels. All right, what is the fear rating on your Troll?
The fear rating on my Troll is, sorry, I don't know that by heart. I haven't played this army in a couple years. It's an 8.
Okay. All right, I am going to charge your Troll with this Sentinel first. First, I got to make sure he's in range before I consider taking fear tests.
You charge this guy or my troll?
No. This guy's going to charge your troll.
Okay.
So, 10 centimeters gets me to here, essentially.
Okay.
And then I have plenty of extra range. Do you want to double check the measurements?
I'm going to trust you on that.
Okay.
Would you like me to move him for you?
Yeah, go ahead. Before he moves, though, we got to make a fear test.
Okay.
All right, I rolled a 4. My fear is 5. 4 and 5 beats his 8, so I managed to charge.
Do you want to land him here or on the side?
On the
Assuming
front.
you have the movement for it.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, I'd like him perfectly centered.
You got it. Okay.
All right. My other sentinel is going to charge this warrior of the wind. He's got plenty of range. Make a fear test.
What's your fear? Just don't roll a 1.
Yep.
My courage is a 4. Your fear is a
5.
5. So I just have to not roll a 1. 4, 5, 6. I've done it.
Okay. All right.
I will incur a charge penalty here. Okay. Nice moves. I'm gonna put this in reserve. I've got 2 reserves. I'm gonna go ahead and take that one.
Okay. I'll take a reserve.
Okay. I will go ahead and reserve my second. I get 2 reserves for winning the tactical. Go ahead.
I'm going to play card in reserve and play a regular card. We're going to charge Asturath the Destroyer against this Warrior of the Wind.
What's your fear?
Fear 9.
He'll be fine.
He holds strong. I've got plenty of range. Charge is successful. And we're going to have to use the concept of contact because his base is too big. All right, and then my Cyclops is going to charge right here. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me finish activating him first. He was within 20 centimeters of this Warrior of the Wind, so he's going to try and use the Gaze of the Abyss that Cyclopses have. Make a courage test against my fear. I rolled a total of an 11.
I rolled a total of 9.
Okay, so you suffer an additional -1 on initiative, attack, and defense in addition to the charge penalty.
Oh, that's on this guy.
That's on that guy.
You got it.
So this guy's charged and has an additional -1. And we'll do the same thing over here after we complete the charge. Make your fear test.
I rolled a 5. So
I've got. Sorry, didn't see the club.
Okay. Here, do you want to turn them just so that we can get them in contact?
Sure.
So we understand that we're rotating them to get them in contact. These are beautiful models, and we don't want to smash them against each other. Anywhere we can avoid it. He made his courage.
So he's not en route, and now you're going to make another courage test against my fear. Ugh, I got a fail, so I don't think that works.
I've got a 6, so we'll be okay here.
It's possible that ability still works even if I roll a 1, but I'm not going to consult the card.
Okay, charge penalty, extra penalty. Yep. All right, nice move. I didn't anticipate you dropping 2 at once. That was really well done.
And the reason I did 2 at once was to leave his scout in the dust. His scout cannot get into combat this turn.
Correct. We'll show you that. Actually, we'll show you that right now, just to illustrate that point. I'll play my scout, my Mountaineer, the Behemoth. 12.5 is 25 centimeters of movement. Still probably going to miss. What James is trying to avoid was me holding up one of his guys, and he did a really good job of doing that. I'll go ahead and declare charge on... No, there's no way that's 25 centimeters. I'm going to run him. I'm going to declare an engagement on this guy here from here.
Okay.
An engagement because we can't see over the terrain. So we have 25 centimeters, which is going to give me plenty of movement to go over this difficult terrain here.
But he does still have to make a fear test before he goes.
Oh,
after we confirm that he can
done.
reach.
Thank you. So my fear would be fine. I've got a 9 in total. So I have 25 centimeters, plenty to go anywhere that I want.
Even with the penalty for the terrain.
Even doubling that movement, yeah. So we'll go ahead and move here, and I'll go to his back. Do you mind if I move him?
Not at all.
I'll go to his back just to avoid having to deal with the terrain later. Okay, and then he's gonna run. 25. He'll run right about here. I'm hoping that this does not reveal myself. So let's see. 10 centimeters, and I'm fine.
Okay.
A scout is revealed anytime he ends within 10 centimeters of another model. Go ahead, James.
Okay. My activation sequence is done. I've activated all of my cards.
All right, my Warrior of Stone, 25 centimeter charge. he will, he can't, he will, do you think that we can see here? From here to here? Just so we can see the length
Yes,
of the
you
edge?
have, yeah.
We have the length of the edge. So he'll go ahead and charge, well, this guy's going to get dumped. Actually, my bad. I'm going to go ahead and charge this model right here. I knew it. I need to make a fear test. I've got bravery, though, so I don't think I can even fail it.
Do you have bravery?
Brutal, enhanced. I don't. I didn't take the bravery profile. I took the master strike profile. Okay. I'm going to be okay, though. We're rolling an uncharacteristic amount of not ones in this game, and that's really intriguing to see. I'll go ahead and put him here. 25 centimeters can blow him way past. And for here, let's just go ahead and what's your fear here? Is it 8?
8.
8, and I've got a 5, a 3 plus. I'm gonna go ahead and charge your big guy. Let's get the. Oh, yeah. I failed, so I'm gonna just stand right here. I was gonna say let's get the party started, but whatever. All right. My last card is my Troll of the Behemoth. He has been charged, so he cannot move this turn. He is engaged already, and then we're here. I won the tactical roll, so I'm going to split the phrase. So we're going to have 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1, 1 to 1. These split themselves. Really, it is only this that matters. I'm going to go ahead and elect to take this Warrior of Stone and fight this. Was he an Incubus?
That is a Sentinel.
We're going to fight this Sentinel here first. So go ahead and get our cards ready.
All right, so I've got my Sentinel profile ready.
I'm going to War Fury.
2 dice. Ready to roll an ish.
Okay. And you have a charge penalty?
Yep. I'm at 2 plus 4 is 6.
My initiative is 5 plus 3 is 8.
You're first.
All right.
So I'm going to set my dice. I've been charged. That is a Warrior of Stone.
Correct.
So I'm at actually a -2, right?
5959 and -2 charge penalty.
I'm going to put my dice in attack because he has none in defense, and my defense has been turned into garbage.
What's your resilience?
My resilience is 7.
I'm going to go ahead and Master Strike. So I'm going to take 2 of my dice and throw 1. My die hits. So when I Master Strike, my 5 plus 9 gives me 14, correct? So Master Strike 0, so 14 plus 0. Strength 14, what's your resilience?
7.
7, so dice plus 7. 7 plus 5 is 12 to the third category.
It's going to be a critical wound.
12 to 3, critical wound. Beautiful. Go ahead and hit me back.
Sentinel will probably not live to strike twice, but if he rolls a 1, I'll be a very happy man. Your resilience is 9?
My resilience is 9, correct.
Dice -5. Light wound.
1,
oh
2.
no, missed. It's a stun.
Let's go ahead and put a stun counter up so I can realize that I'm now minus on my strength. I'm not going to War Fury. I can't War Fury because I don't have another die. My strength is now 8, so I'm dice plus 1. Yes. Oh, 3 to 1. 3 to 1 is a stun. And I won't kill him.
Yep. Alright, so I swing back with my last attack.
Ignominious.
And also still don't wound.
Okay. So my stun will go away. This fight is over. And it's up to James to pick the next fight.
I will choose Asturath on your remaining guy.
It was really sad. Alright. So Asturath here?
Actually, I'm going to choose the Cyclops.
This one, this fight here?
Yep.
Okay. Cyclops, I'm a charged Warrior of Wind. Alright. I'm going to take my penalty, and I'm going to move it over here to remind myself that I have it. Okay. My initiative is a 2.
Mine is a 3.
I got a 4 in total.
I got an 8.
Alright, since I lost, I'm going to go ahead and place my dice first. I'm going to go 1 and 1. Because fortune favors the bold. I'm going to go all in. Go ahead and let me have it.
Okay. I'm going to sequence because I'm able to do that when I set my dice and I won initiative and start attacks. I'm hoping to beat him down so hard that he can't hurt me back very well. We'll see if that works out. I swing, I get a 5, that's going to hit. I am POW 14. What's your...
Res 6.
Dice plus 8. Kills him.
Ooh.
14 to 3 is going to be a kill.
14-3 is a kill. Beautiful shot.
Alright, now I can pursue 12.5 inches because of my colony benefit.
Oh, what a block. That was terrible.
And I'm going to go get this Warrior of Wind with the cleavers.
What's his move?
12.5.
Good God. So fear check for me first before we do anything else. And I am terrified, which means I'm going to place more dice in defense than in attack.
As many in defense
as many in defense as in attack. Okay.
Which is great because it will also deny him his fanaticism bonus. But you can now roll a discipline test to not actually be en route. And fail that as well, I hope.
Yeah, 3 and 3 is a 6. What's your fear?
Great, so you're in route. My fear is 8.
Okay, failed it twice.
All right, let's roll some initiative.
4 and 2 is 6.
Got an 8.
All right.
All right, so he's setting his dice first. He can't swing twice because he's en route.
I'm going to go ahead, and what's your attack right now?
My attack rating is 5 if I sequence, but I'm going to wait to see your dice set before I do that.
I'm going to go 1 and 1.
Okay, and I'm going to sequence for 3 dice, and I'm going to start swinging.
I'm going to block.
He's going to block.
Shit.
I am not going to 6 up.
I've got a 5 plus 5 is a 10, and you've got a
I've
6
got
plus...
5 plus 6 is 11.
Okay. So you beat me by 1. Let me have it. I'm a 6.
Dice plus 8. 2 to 12 should be a critical wound, and it is. Sorry, 12 to 2 should be a critical wound.
All right. Okay. Last die. This one's an attack. 3 hits. Okay, what's your res?
11.
Okay, I've got a 9 down 3 to 6. Dice minus 5. 0 to 3 is a light wound.
It is a light wound. My Cyclops is unhappy. Fortunately, he's possessed, so he's able to keep going. Okay. All right. We're swinging again. Hits, and you're critically wounded, right?
Correct.
Auto kills.
Okay. Nice job. You don't have Implacable, is that correct?
I do have Implacable.
You do have Implacable.
Cyclopses have Implacable.
That's disgusting.
And let's see.
Implacable allows you to move one more time in a pursuit after a fight. Normally, you would only get to move once. This guy gets to move twice.
So you can fight a total of 3 combats. I'm going to have to face him, but in order to get my model into contact, I'm going to turn him.
We do understand that he is facing the other direction. Fear check for Kolghor. This is, I'm going to say, cocked. I'm going to put a die on top to see if it is. You feel good about that?
I do.
Okay, fear check for Kolghor is a 3. 3 on my 6 is a 9. That should be fine, because I believe you're an 8.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Rolling initiative. I've got an 8. I'm lightly wounded, but all mid-nor are possessed, so I ignore those penalties.
I also rolled an 8, 4 plus 4.
High initiative. I don't like it.
I fail my initiative.
I do like that.
Okay.
I got a 6. He rolled a 1, so I'm going to set my dice second.
I have to set mine first because I lost. I'm going to go ahead and go 1 and 1, and I'm going to leave it at 1 and 1, man.
What's your defense?
My defense is a 5. Okay. Your attack right now is a 6.
6. Down to 5 with sequence.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead. Do you mind?
I don't mind if you set your dice.
I declared, but James is being a minch. I'm going to go ahead and put both in the bottom.
And I shall swing 3 times.
Okay. I'm going to block.
Yep.
I fail.
Hey, what's your resilience?
My resilience is 8.
8. Dice plus 6.
Where is it?
It's
12
a critical wound.
crit. My resilience is not working here much longer.
Nope.
All right.
And attacking again if you want
blocking.
to block.
That's an 8 in total, I think.
It's a 7 in total.
7? I've got 8. No, you're...
Because I sequenced him down.
Oh, I apologize.
Yep,
I shouldn't tell you what you're doing. 5. You got me.
Okay. Your defense is normally 5.
My defense is normally 5. Yeah, I'm down to 2 now. You got me by 1.
All right, and that's going to kill.
Okay.
All right. 3 for the Cyclops.
3 for the Cyclops. Boy, what a turn.
Okay. Let's see. You choose the next combat.
Listen, I'm gonna go ahead and zoom us in a little bit, since everything we're doing is right inside the line, and that should make it easier for you guys at home to see. I should have done that earlier. I apologize, but here we have it. Okay. Oh, and we only have this fight left, correct?
We have that fight.
Oh, sorry, 1 and 2.
This fight.
It's my pick. I get to pick. I'd like to go somewhere where I'm going to feel a little less like a punching bag. And let's go over here. Let's go with my Mountaineer.
Sounds good. I put Toxic on the wrong Incubus.
Okay, my Mountaineer is here. Give me just a second to look at my... strikes don't combination no attack all elements compound mountain space automatic failure initial rolls level 2. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Quake Strike on this fight. So by using my Quake Strike, any 1 and 2 that James rolls is gonna be a natural failure instead of just 1s. It'll work as long as he's not a very large size or hard boiled. Are you hard boiled?
No.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and do that.
Okay. And for those of you at home, my Incubi are using their +2 strength juices. Owen knows me very well, and I always do that instead of regen. All right.
Okay. My initiative is a 2.
Mine is a 2 as well.
Okay. I got a 5.
7.
Okay.
Owen's having bad luck with initial rolls, people. I'm so sorry about.
I actually had a few good ones to start out with. I just got outclassed. I don't mind it.
And 2 an attack. All right. I am attack 4. You are defense.
I'm a defense 4. I'm going to go ahead and block.
Okay. I rolled a 1. That's a fail, so he keeps his die.
I'm not going to roll against that. He failed, so I'm going to keep my defense die. I am going to Quake Strike, so I'm going to fail. And go ahead, James.
And I will attack again.
I'm going to block.
This time I roll a 3, total 7.
3 and 4 is 7. I've got a 4 myself. 4, 5, 6 fails. Go ahead and let me have it.
What's your resilience?
My resilience is an 8.
I also have an 8, so it's a flat roll.
Flat roll. 1
and
to 1.
It's a stun.
I am stunned. I'm going to take that to the bank. I put a stun counter up there, but at the end of the... Well, let's just do it just to be correct. Okay. I think that leaves us with 1 Warrior of Wind who is at a -2 on all of his soft stats. So let's go ahead and your character.
Asturath the Destroyer on a Warrior of Wind, I believe it is with the club.
Yep, I've got 2 dice here.
Asturath is Born Killer, so he is going to have 3 dice base. He's very expensive, so he gets a lot of bells and whistles. And we're going to go to Inish. I'm initiative 4. You're base 2, you're down to 0, right?
Base 2, I'm down to 0, correct. Thank you. I've got 5 in total.
I've got a 10.
Okay, I'm going to set my dice because that is what losers do. 1 and 2. Remember, we're in the tape line now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to sequence twice because he has a lot of charge penalties on, and I think even with my degraded attack rating, he's not going to be able to block me very well.
I wish you will, sir. I don't think you're going to be able to stop me with...
I'm going to make an attack.
I'm going to block.
I'm going to roll a 1.
I'm going to take that block. This is where, in Confrontation, we wish for the phenomenon of double 6s. So, hopefully we'll get a double 6 here.
Hopefully not.
I'm praying for it. Oh, does not bode well for me. Okay, I hit. I've got a strength of 9. What's your resilience?
11.
11? Okay, dice -2, but it could go for double 6s. This is the time. Nope. Dice -2, 1 to 1.
Really?
A stun.
Yes, it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Asturath is stunned.
1 to 1. Asturath is stunned. You will know my fury before this day is done, sir.
He is down to a 14.
All right.
I think I'm going to live large and Master Strike because
Okay.
he stunned me and I don't like that.
I'm going to block.
And I rolled a total of a 9.
Okay, my 5 is degraded down to a 3 because of my 2 penalties. So a 3 plus 3 is 6. The 9 hits. Go ahead and let me have it against the
I Master Strike at 22 normally, down to 20 for sequencing, down to 19 for stun. Your resilience is 6. Dice plus 13.
Dice plus 13.
Gets him.
19 to 3. I've never even heard of that. So 19 to 3 is obviously a trip back to the tree spirit for me. Okay, pardon me. Let me fix the card here.
Now I want to show everybody the genius of Owen's maneuver from earlier on. Not only did it give him the chance to roll up into Asturath, but by doing that fray first, he saved his Warrior of Stone from an implacable pursuit from Asturath, who is implacable too, and could have just chainsawed through several combatants this round.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is why it's important to win, why it's important to take a leadership character with a good discipline, even in 3.5 where people only think mages are important. There are uses for other things, my friends. Okay, soapbox off. This is the end of our first turn combat. So we'll go into our resolution and cleaning up phase and tidying up the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove counters for charge that no longer apply. Remove counters for stun that no longer apply. Oh, my bad. I apologize.
We have one more combat.
We do have one more combat.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot all about it. Forgive me, folks at home. So, of Troll the Behemoth, who only gets 2 dice for 70 points. Real iffy buy.
On the upside, they're solid dice. And insensitive 4 in the current climate. They're insensitive 4, right? Or 5?
Insensitive 4, regeneration 5.
That's a pretty solid combo.
It's good in 3.5, but I'd rather have a 3rd die.
I hear you.
Okay. My initiative, I've been charged, but I don't get a penalty because he's too small. He doesn't have enough force to give me a penalty. I got a 3 in total.
Oh, I failed. He goes first. I have to set my dice.
Okay.
What's your attack rating?
Thank God. My attack rating is a 5.
I'll put 2 in defense.
My
goal here is to not die and hold him down for another round.
It's the stall tactic that I tried on several models on this side of the flank. My goal here is to stop him so that I can play like a man on the next turn. Or a woman. All right. Go ahead. Would you like to block?
With 2 dice.
Okay. I'm going to roll a 5 plus 3 is 8.
I'm going to roll a 4 plus 3 is 7. I didn't quite pull it off.
I'm going to slide it through by 1.
That's very bad.
14, what's your resilience?
7.
Dice plus 7. Oh, you're going to be fine. Dice plus 7.
I don't think so.
We got 13 to 2.
That's a critical wound.
13 to 2 is a crit. Would you like to block the second strike?
Nope, I'm hoping for a 1.
Use both of your
Didn't
dice on the first one. Dice plus 1 automatically is going to do it for 2, and I will give you your Sentinel. There you are.
Thank you.
I don't want to bump your model, so just get that die. Apologize. All right. And I get to follow up, even though I don't have a target. And my fear is 8. What's your fear here?
8.
All right. There's not a lot that I can do at this point. I'm hemorrhaging. I'm going to connect into his guy only for the. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move you if you don't mind.
I don't mind.
We understand that your facing is anywhere you want it.
Just for the record, my facing is actually this way.
Okay. I can actually get that for you. So the reason why I'm doing this, I can't fight him now. He's done with his fighting. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want him to charge my last... Stupid. All right, concept of concept. They're connected. I don't want him to charge my last guy on the first move, and since I now don't have a discipline worth sneezing at, I would like the freedom to move one Warrior of Stone before anything else happens. So now we take our tokens away. We take our maintenance tokens. It's your maintenance phase.
All right, so we're about to count up some cash here. All right, so for every force of model you have in contact with the sarcophagus, you get 1 token. So I have 1 force here. I get 1. There are none of the enemy. On this one, I have 2, 3, 6 force. So there we go. And on this one, I have 2, 3, 6 force, and he has 1. So he gets 1 token. Here you go if you want to set it on your side of the card.
Thank you.
And then I set mine here.
And then your colony is what gives you 2 on these guys, correct?
Right. The Intimidation solo I took for my colony is what's giving me the extra force on those Scourge Bearers.
That's really nice. That's clutch for...
Turned out to be very good for this scenario.
For this scenario, yeah. All right, so I just want to point out really quick before we're done with our maintenance, before we move on, I lost 2 of my Warriors of the Wind, both with the club, so I'm going to remove that card from my stack. And I lost Kolghor, my character. I'm going to remove him from my stack, which means that also my discipline goes down to a 3. I'll use my next highest discipline, which is a Warrior of Stone or a Warrior of the Wind. Both have 3. We set our cards up for turn 2. I'm not going to lie, this is ugly. I want the folks at home to know that this was ugly.
Oh yeah, it's pretty ugly. I'm sorry, Alan.
It's okay.
Here's my setup.
And I'll give you my setup here.
Sorry. Top of my stack. 2nd card. 3rd card. 4th card. 5th card.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go here, 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 and here.
Okay. Note for the upcoming activations, I'm no longer outnumbered, so I no longer have passes, even though he might have more cards than me.
Note, how many cards do you have, actually?
Uh-oh. Now the shoe may be on the other foot. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
I have 4 cards, and I have probably less models than you. So,
yes, you do.
So I actually have 1 pass because the difference in our cards is 1. All right, I have Discipline 3. Good luck. Have fun, sir.
Ugh, I rolled a 1.
I think I am going to allow you to take the first turn. Go ahead.
I shall happily do so. And Asturath the Destroyer is going to charge this Warrior of Wind. Can you put his wound counter over there? So he's charging here.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a fear test.
Fear test is a that is a Warrior of Stone, so he's a 5 or 6. My Warrior of Stone is a 5, 6, 7. I'm afraid now.
So he's en route, and I'm going to use my Gaze of the Cyclops. Go ahead and make a courage test.
I've got
I rolled another one.
Okay.
Don't worry about it.
All right.
I really should have checked that.
Okay. So he is terrified, which means at least as many dice in defense. And he'll stay afraid for the rest of the game as long as he's in contact with a fear-causing enemy, which is very, very bad for him. All right, Warriors of Stone. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and give you my pass. Let you go ahead and go.
I will activate the Incubi. This Incubus is going to engage this Warrior of Stone. He's got the range. We're sending him into the fray.
Now remember, he's engaging because he doesn't have line of sight at the start of his turn. Hey, do me one favor.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind putting your cards in the inside the tape line?
Not at all.
And then the folks at home can see how you're doing it.
Thanks, Owen.
Beauty. This is the first time we've ever tried this, guys. I hope that this is palatable for you. It's also going really long because we're talking a lot of things. We'd probably be done with this game already if we weren't talking. All right, that was my pass. I'm gonna go ahead and reserve. Go ahead.
All right. Scourge Bearers go. Oh, I'm sorry. This Incubus needs to go.
Oh, so going back to the last
Are you
turn.
okay if I have this Incubus?
Yeah.
Okay. This Incubus is going to engage over here. But make a fear test.
So we're pulling back one move because James had a second guy to activate, and we want to make sure that we get all the guys in. Okay. 4 and 4 is 8.
Can you position him?
Yeah.
He's going to be on this side, right in front.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and move these guys just enough that we can get them in. Remember, in the actual rules, there's a rule called Concept of Contact, which allows you to have your models kind of spread out with this distance in between them, as you can see right here from this combat. In objective play, sometimes it's more prudent just to move your model around so that you can actually see how the contact is happening. Another square versus circle issue, because you may just not have the ability to clap in. When you're playing against better players, that will skew their bases all the time and make it impossible for these kinds of situations to happen. We give each other the courtesy of moving our models so that we can get a good contact when it is possible.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So turning that card back over.
Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and put that one in reserve again.
Okay. And now I go with my Scourge Bearers. Thank you, Owen. All right. So this Scourge Bearer can't really get onto anybody. This one is going to try and engage over here. It's 2.5 centimeters to go here because that is the width of a base.
The card is 10.
Card is 10, thank you. So it's going to be 12.5 to clear the card. I don't quite have enough movement to get into combat.
Card is not 10. I apologize. Card is 8 3/4.
8 3/4. Okay, check that, I guess. It looks like
so
less than half a base, so I think I should be just in.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry about that mistake
That's
there.
all right.
So we're going to go ahead and just call those guys in contact there.
Okay. So he's engaged. You already made a fear test against that same fear, so you're immune to fear 5 for the game, so you don't need to test again.
Thank you.
And then this Scourge Bearer, I'm going to run to here and face him this way so he can be in better position to assist with future engagements.
Okay.
But for now, he's just throwing loot on that too.
Okay. I'll go ahead and reserve, as is my right.
I too shall reserve, as is my right.
I've got my Warrior of the Wind, so I'll play my first card as Warrior of the Wind. He is engaged twice, so he stays where he is. Go ahead.
I will activate my Sentinel, who is going to try and disengage.
Which one?
This guy right here.
Okay.
He's initiative 3, down to 1, because he's critically wounded but possessed, so ignores a point of wounds. He made it. He
Unbelievable.
walks out of combat. He can go 12.5. He's going to keep putting loot on that tomb if he doesn't get murdered.
Incredible.
Actually, I think I'm going to move him over here.
His 12.5 movement for you folks at home, just so you know.
Okay. All right.
Okay, what do I got here? So up to me. I'm going to go ahead and play my Warrior of Stone. He's going to try one more time to charge into this guy here.
And I sincerely hope he fails.
I sincerely hope he does not, sir. 5, what's
fair.
your, is it 8?
8.
3 plus. And I fail again. Alright, so he's not going to help his buddies out, which means he's not en route. He just doesn't get to activate this turn. Go ahead, your turn.
I'm going to activate my Cyclops of Mid-Nor. And I'm going to do the Cyclops' gaze on his troll to try and debuff him.
Okay.
And this time I roll high.
My troll gets a 10.
I succeeded, so I've given a -1 to initiative, attack, and defense. The moment of pause I had there was I was weighing whether or not he might try to disengage his troll from my Cyclops. But I figure since my Cyclops is on the tomb, I'll be looting it anyway. And the best thing I can do is debuff him to make it less attractive to walk away because I'm willing to have a slugfest with him.
Yeah. And how? Alright, James is done with his card, so it's up to me. I'm going to leave this one in reserve. I'm going to go ahead and flip over my troll. James is correct. I no longer have any desire to move my troll because if I fail a disengagement test, all my dice go into defense, and that'll effectively be the end anyway. So we're going to leave him in. Fortune favors the bold. Then I've got my Mountaineer of the Behemoth, and I'm going to go ahead and... is this die?
That's a toxic die.
Toxic die? Okay. This is dire. Nothing really matters here. I'm going to go ahead and help out a friend, and I'm going to charge him right here.
Make a fear test.
Okay. He's fine. I'm gonna charge him. I have 25 centimeters of movement. So for you folks at home, 25 centimeters of movement takes me. Oh my god, takes me very.
25 centimeters of movement breaks the world.
Breaks the world. So we've got these two guys here. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna charge him and engage him. That way.
Okay. Avalanche strike indeed. All right, so I moved my dice so he can move his model around. My green die is for toxicity, and my yellow die is to note that he's been charged.
Okay. So I'm going to proceed to splitting of the phrase. Done, 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 and then 1 against 1 and 1 against 1.
Note that he could split the phrase any way he wants, but since everyone's fresh, he's not too concerned about that right now.
Correct. Yeah, these are just obvious. So the real decision here, the tactical decision, is which one to start, which fight to start, and I think with his high movement, everything is pretty much in play right now, so that's a big deal. I don't want to start with my Warrior of Stone because he'll just chain out and ruin me. I don't want to start here because we'll stall. He'll still get to chain out, which means that probably my best bet is to go here, but this is the most fun. I'm already out of this game.
I disagree. I think your best bet would be to start here. That way, if you win, you can double up.
I can double up.
And if you lose, you lost.
That's classic. I think if you lose, you lost. Yeah, I guess I can't stop the trolls.
I mean, you can at least find out the good news or the bad.
Yeah, fine. Let's do it. Let's go with the Mountaineer. It's the last dynamic thing I have in play, and it'll be fun with the Avalanche Strike.
Okay. Are we starting? Yeah, I do think Avalanche Strike is just a tremendously fun roll. Are we starting here or starting here?
We're gonna go
with where you charged. That's your most advantageous.
Yo, because you have toxic. You think so?
Well, just because of the penalties, but you can start with the other one if you don't want to risk the toxic kill. Sure.
Yeah, I don't want to risk the toxic. Yeah. I mean, the incursion will be too heavy.
Yep.
So we go ahead there in Avalanche Strike. Avalanche Strike allows me to hit every model in combat, even with fray splitting. So, which was a clarification. Still fighting just 1 against 1, but my Avalanche Strike will allow me to throw it around.
That's to everybody in the combat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The player doesn't attack against it. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
I have a 2 plus 3 is 5.
I've got a 2 plus 2 is 4. I failed.
Nice.
I'm going to go 1 and 1.
Okay. I'm going to take my first attack. You're blocking?
Yes, correct. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So James beat me. I've got a resilience of 8.
I have a strength of 8. Flat roll. 2 to 2 is a light wound.
Right,
He's got endurance, so he will ignore that penalty. But I have drawn first blood.
Correct. I will Avalanche Strike. So that's going to hit. That's going to throw a strike at both models at strength -2.
Wait, it's everybody in the combat, right?
It's even with splitting the fray in the FAQ.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Does it hit your own guy?
No.
Weird.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah. Okay. Go.
Okay. I might be mixing this up.
No, it's fine.
It's a serpentine game.
Yeah.
Okay. So here. Misses here. Hits.
I have Survival Instinct on the Incubi, so I'm going to roll that for this guy. My Toxic Incubus gets hit. It's a flat roll, Resilience 6.
The penalty
because it is -2 strength, right?
It's -2 strength, yeah. So my I'm a 9 down to a 7 from a -2 strength.
Oh, dice +1. I'm a Resilience of 6.
Dice +1. Fortitude, light wound.
Light wound.
Not much anyway. So I'm gonna go put my light wound here. Wasn't able to do it.
All right, things are really adding up over there.
It's not good. It's not a good example.
All right.
Now it's James's
I'm
pick.
taking my second attack on your guy.
Oh yeah.
Hitting, and it's a flat roll. And
8 against 8, 6 to 4 crits, I believe.
yes, it does.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Things are looking pretty good over there.
I disagree. Things are looking pretty bad.
We'll let the viewers decide.
All right. James's pick now for any combat that he would like.
Okay. I choose Asturath the Destroyer. I doubt he's in range to help out with the Cyclops, but if he is, it will be a great day.
You're going here?
Right here.
You do that. All right. Do it.
Because I want to theoretically roll 2 Cyclops
You're being nice to me.
characters into that one guy.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Warrior of Stone. All right.
I'm initiative 4. You're a 0.
I'm afraid. No, I'm charged. Am I charged or am I afraid?
You're charged and
Charged and
debuffed
afraid.
by Cyclops Gaze, I believe.
So I'm not afraid.
That's why you used that counter,
Yeah.
I thought. Okay.
So I'll walk here.
Okay.
My initiative is a 5.
Mine
5
is
minus my things. I'm a 3.
Mine is a 6.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and let me have it.
You're swinging 3 times.
Yeah.
And you... Nope, you're in route.
I am in route.
Yeah, so 2 in defense.
So I was
And
charged
one attack.
and put in route.
Yeah.
I made a mistake with my own counters, guys. I
all right.
apologize. Charged, route. I'll go 1-on-1.
Okay.
Forgive me.
First attack. Are you blocking?
Yeah.
I am a 5 attack rating. You are a what defense rating? 3?
I'm at 3 right now with my penalties.
I rolled a 1.
I'll keep that.
Take your swing.
All right. My strength is a 9. What's your res?
11.
-2. 3-2. Light wound.
Check it.
3-2. Light wound.
Okay. 4-2. 4-3 is the serious. Oh yeah.
Okay.
All right. Lightly wounded. I am making another attack.
Dice -2. So what's your attack in total?
5.
5. Starting with 3. 5 is 8. I block.
You do block. Attacking and hitting and POW 15. You're a
I'm an 8. I'm a 9.
dice +6.
10 to 3 is a crit.
Crit. And you can see how even with 5 dice it can become that wasn't really a roll. Even with 5 dice and the 1s, it can be hard to get the kill. It took 5 dice, but I got him.
Dice plus kills. Okay, very nice.
All right, so now we check my follow-up distance. 12.5 is probably not going to get me there, but why don't you go ahead and measure that for me, since you're able to do so. And
12.5 is it?
Yep, let me know if that's going to get me there.
Okay. Okay. 12.5 goes to half. Yeah.
Great.
So the reason why it didn't look like it was going to get there is because we have concept of contact and we got a space between our bases. But if we remove this and we just see that mathematically we've got this and we don't take in the bump that I put on the miniature, that we do have 12.5 getting us to halfway on the base. So if we were perfectly stacked, which is tough to do with some of these models, he would be in the right on the halfway point of my base.
And now I'm going to do what's known colloquially as living the dream. Unless he wins initiative and starts putting me down with POW 14 hits.
Not gonna happen. So I got me, and we got me, 1 Cyclops, the other Cyclops. I have 3 dice for this fight.
Also, make a fear test.
Fear test. We are absolutely unafraid.
Okay.
That's a 16.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. I mean, that's a 14.
All right, I follow.
Okay. So initiative. I was not charged. He was not charged. What is this penalty for? It was because I was gazed.
Yep.
With the Cyclops. So I'm a -1 anyway. So my initiative is 0.
I am a 5 because I have an initiative 4 Cyclops character with an assist.
You're gonna find it hard to beat my 3 with your 14.
Meant to be.
With your 9.
Set your dice.
All right, my dice are gonna go like this.
Okay, I get it. We're gonna go like this. Gotta protect the character. Okay, I'm gonna attack with my Cyclops. Would you like to block?
I'm blocking.
I got a 5, 8.
8 in total. I have a 3 right now from my defense of 4, and that will give me a 5, which is not enough.
Dice plus 3. You're an 11, right?
I am a 12.
Ooh, dice plus 2. Oh, it's a stun.
3 to 1 stun. Yeah, wow.
It's a stun. Wow. All right, now Asturath comes. He brings it, and he hits, and he's a 15, so dice plus 3, and he's going to bring a serious wound to the equation.
Serious wound. All right. That's going to actually take my stun away. My gaze, I'll still suffer penalties for. So, serious plus the stun. All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit your character with no defense first.
That's
okay,
Cyclops
that's the character.
has no
Pardon me,
defense.
forgive me. So over here, I'm going to hit
Cyclops will take that.
don't roll a 1. I don't. My strength is now a 14 down to 12. What's your resilience?
11.
Dice plus 1. A 4 to 1's a light wound. Take it. You will remember me, sir.
Okay.
All right. And onto your character. Would you like to block?
Blocking with 2.
Okay. I've got a 3 at this time. Excuse me. 1, 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 in total.
Okay. I'm blocking with a 3.
I'll make a 7.
And blocked.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and let me have it.
Okay. All his dice are expended, so now we're hoping 4 more attacks can bring him down. Hitting with the Cyclops. Cyclops is down to a 13, so dice plus 1.
Plus 1.
Wounds, walks him up to critical. Asturath hits and walks him up to dead.
Walks him up to dead. I'm going to dump this card right now so I don't forget it later.
Alright. My Cyclops is going to go here.
Okay. And with Implacable, he has to go here.
Yeah, Asturath has Implacable too, actually, which is pretty amazing if it ever happens.
That is outstanding.
Yep. Okay, that's it for that combat. So we did both of these, right?
No.
Oh, we need to do this one.
We need to do.
No, we critted.
We need to do this one here.
Oh, that was an avalanche strike.
Yeah,
That's
avalanche strike.
Okay.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Here we go.
3 and 4, 7.
It's pretty good, and you're definitely going first. What's your attack rating?
My attack rating is a 5. I charged you. You just have a -1. It's not Word of Stone.
Yeah, I'm a 4 down to a 3. I'm basically going to hope that Survival Instinct will allow me to survive 2 attacks from this guy and force him to either risk getting hit by Toxic or trying to kill me.
Fortune favors the bold. I'm going to go twice as well. What's your resilience?
6.
Okay, I'm going to 6?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dwarves of Mendor, 6.
Oh, yeah. All
I'm fielding a couple big boys, but Dwarves of Mendor don't have particularly good resiliences.
I'm going to forego my Avalanche Strike because I just want to kill you so badly that I don't want my special capacity. I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Okay.
I'm a 9, so dice plus 3.
Yep. Oh, let me get my
go ahead.
Survival Instinct, otherwise it's critical. Didn't get it?
Critical?
So he's dice plus 3 is a 9 to the chest, which is going to be a critical. He's 1 short of killing me. Alright, so I'm probably not going to live to make my second attack, but this Toxic attack's coming back. It hits. My strength of 8 is down to a 6. Your resilience is
9.
Not good.
Minus
Dice
3.
-3. Oh, didn't get it. I
doesn't do
stunned,
it.
and my Toxic attack is spent and wasted.
So had he wounded, he would get another extra wound roll from Toxic, which is terrifying. I'm going to go ahead and strike back.
Survival Instinct.
Oh, yeah.
Save me. Survival Instinct. Nope. And that's going to be a kill.
Dice plus 3. 9 to 1 is still a light wound. Oh, yeah. Barely. Okay. And then I've got a follow-up. I'm going to follow up here into the base so I can start contesting on this objective. Hopefully it overturns 5 and 6. I can accrue so much contesting that I will take it from him on that flank. This is levity. This game is over. But let's go ahead and fight our last fight for this round.
All right. Scourge Bearer, my Scourge Bearers want the cleavers, right?
I was engaged twice.
Cleaver guys.
You have bane against him, correct?
Yeah.
So me, him.
literally out for trophies.
Okay. As Bane is like the opposite of hard-boiled for offense, it allows you to read the column one step more severe. It's a great ability.
Okay. I have initiative 2 on both my combatants with an assist, so I'm at a +3, and I roll a 1, so he goes first.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Setting my dice. Look at that.
Let's just do it. Okay, these are both. What's his?
He's 5 on hard-boiled, so 7, and he is 6 with survival instinct.
Let's go for 6 with survival instinct first.
Okay.
I hit with an 11.
Gonna hit survival instinct. Come on. Nope.
Okay. Your res again was a 6.
A 6.
A 6.
And you're a what now?
A 9.
Plus
10.
fanaticism?
A 9, 10 plus fanaticism. So +4.
I don't like that.
+4.
I do like
9
that.
to 1. Light wound.
wound.
Dice +4 into the toes. All right, baby. Doesn't get any better than that for James. All right, let's go right here.
If you rolled a 1 to attack.
You're a
like
7,
that.
correct?
Yeah, I'm 7.
All right, dice +3. Yeah, you're right. 1 to attack would be worse. Dice +3.
Yay!
Sorry.
Oh, you guys just legging everybody.
Just legging. You see how tall
It
you
is
are?
the most common location for hits to land in the game.
This die.
He's lightly wounded.
He's lightly wounded.
Yeah.
Okay, pardon me.
That's fine. Okay, and because I'm possessed, I'm ignoring all of these wound penalties, which is great. My Scourge Bearer will attack first, trying to get the biggest initial wound. Hitting, I'm 8 against 6.
Correct.
Dice +2 is going to be 6 to 3, and then with Bane, I walk it down another block to 8 to 3, so he takes a critical.
8 to 3 is critical. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, that was really nice. That's the dream right there, man.
The Bane Dream.
The Bane dream.
Okay, Bane is almost always equivalent to +2 strength, but in very rare corner cases, it'll get you the wound. All right, now the Incubus is going, and he's going to miss.
Okay.
Get one more swing back.
I'm gonna hit the Bane guy because
he has no survival instinct.
Okay. What's in your res is 7, correct?
He is a 7.
Okay. I am now a 10. -3 is a 7. So flat roll.
Yeah, I guess it is.
6 to 3. Is that serious or crit?
That's a serious
6 to 3 is serious.
one. I know because we just covered it.
We just covered it. Yeah.
All right, serious wound. I'm going to go back with the Scourge Bearer because it's personal. I want that scalp, and he hit me, so I want it. I'm down to a 7. He's a 6. Dice +1. Gets the kill.
All right. Well done. Well struck. What a game.
Okay, let's see. Dwarves, as you know, are very slow, so I'm going to take advantage of this. Can you move him 7.5 in this direction? It's going to allow him to springboard a bit towards the center of the board so that he can be a factor in later turns. And then if you would, go ahead and walk him 7.5 and then toward me so that he's looting. I want him on this surface if you... Oh, never mind. I thought you were going to measure. That's fine.
I mean...
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just...
And we're looting. And we're looting, people.
And we're looting.
Okay, are there any other combats?
No, not for this round.
Okay. All right, end of turn.
End of turn. So we'll go ahead and do our maintenance phases. Fix all of our penalties. Make sure that we got all of our stuff set. This guy's in contact here. Now we're going to turn 3. I still have a discipline of 3.
You do still have a discipline of 3.
We need to hit our.
I did.
Do you have 1 die for me?
Oh, I
please?
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about that. Sorry.
Come on.
I apologize.
You're
Owen.
taking me to the bank, but you might as well cash me the check.
There you go.
All right. So I get a 1 here.
Yep.
That's a 7. Okay. I've worked hard for that. All right. And you
Paid
got
for
that
that one.
Got that right there. Yeah.
All
All right. Okay. All right. So setting our order for the next turn. I'm down to 2 cards. I'm going to show you my order. Let me give you my way of thinking. Okay. All right.
Discipline.
All right, discipline. Yep. I
Sorry,
got 3.
it's called the tactical roll. We always call it discipline.
Tactical. We call it discipline because we use discipline.
Yep. I've got a 9.
I've got an 8 in total.
Okay, looks like I'm going first.
Living the dream.
And we're going with the Cyclops. Make a fear test. I'm charging you.
All right, fear. My fear is. I can't remember if it's a 4 or 5.
I should have charged that guy to try and get him off the board since he's been such a scaredy cat.
You should have. I've got an 8 in total.
8 is good enough. Now make me another opposed test because I am going to try and concept of contact.
Turn them any way you want.
Yep.
Just get them in there. Yeah. Beauty.
Oppose my fear with your courage.
I fail.
Take a -1.
Okay, so I've been charged and feared. So we got 2, and let's see. Now I'm just learning how to use these new tokens. They're different than the dice that we use because Sweets Tournament and Legacy rules use tokens, not dice for counters. So forgive me that I'm making some mistakes with my tokens.
Okay.
Hi, Sweet.
Hey, Sweet.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and play my first card, which are my Warriors of Stone, and I'm going to charge your leader. Let's go for a moral victory. Since
I mean, you're going to try. That guy's...
He's failed every time, but we're going to go for a moral victory instead of a formal victory. So what's your fear, 9 or 8?
9.
Oh, man. Oh, I can't believe I'm making it worse. That's a 4+. You know what? I haven't rolled a die. I'm going to take that back, and... No, F it. We're going. Fortune favors the bull. 4+. And we're afraid. All right, we'll go ahead and leave it there.
Because that's your choice.
That's my choice.
All right, I'm going to activate my next card.
I just wanted a cinematic death, man.
Yep. This Scourge Bearer is going to charge this Warrior of Stone.
Let it rip.
And he's got plenty of range to get there.
And I'm already in contact with the fear causers, so I'm what fear does he cause?
5. You're good.
Okay. All right. My next card is... I could pass and reserve and do all these shenanigans, but I'm just going to let him go ahead and move the rest of his army.
All right. We're going to activate Asturath. We're going to engage over here. $10, $25. He's got plenty of range.
Okay.
Okay. You are going to need to make a new fear test because he's fear 9.
Fear 9. He does that. He's fine. Just the brave little mountaineer that could.
Quite ferocious. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That was 11, rather. Excuse me.
No worries.
All right. I'm done, so it's up to you.
All right.
This is your light wound.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Can you run this Incubus here, I guess, to touch that? Loot cache. All right. Okay. Sentinel is critically wounded. He's just going to stay and drum up business. And we're all done with the turn.
All right. So you get to split phrase, and you get to pick the order.
Two Cyclopses first.
Why? All right. 2 Cyclops first. So me, 1 Cyclops, the 2nd Cyclops. I mean,
you're right. I should do this one and get him in there as well, but I don't know.
I actually need a tool to get my dice out.
I'll be honest, I don't normally get sentimental about stuff on the battlefield, but having 200 points in 2 models and just pounding 30 points at a time is pretty amazing.
I was charged. I'm afraid that amounts to a -2 on my soft stats, my initiative, attack, defense, etc. My initiative will be a 0 for this roll.
Mine will be a 5.
Okay. 0 plus 5
Roll
is
6.
5.
11.
11. 5 to 11. He wins.
Okay.
I'm going to go 2 in defense and 1 in attack.
Note that I don't add my sequence dice generally till after the initiative roll. 2 and 1.
Nobody does, right?
I mean, nobody's supposed to. It's kind of like you... It's not a big deal. I suppose it just depends on who you're playing with. Normally, I'm very sloppy when I play with Owen, but since you're all watching, I'm trying to be a little more precise.
I gotta admit,
Okay.
I've been pretty shy with the camera. Making mistakes and stuff. And
Okay, let's see. I'm going first. I am attacking with my Cyclops. Would you like to block?
yeah, I'll block. What's your attack?
His attack rating is down to a 5 because he's sequenced.
I'm gonna go ahead and block with 2 dice. So you got a 10?
I have a 10.
Okay. I have a 2.
He's basically hoping to score a successful block with 2 dice, survive 1 hit, and hit somebody back.
2 and 4 is 6. Not enough.
A 14.
Res 8.
Is my Cyclops moderately wounded?
He's lightly wounded. He's seriously wounded.
Yeah, he's seriously wounded, right? Down to 13. You're a 9?
Yeah. No, I'm an 8. I'm an 8.
Okay. Dice plus 5 is going to kill.
10 to 4 kills. All right. Enjoy the mountain, tree spirit.
I shall.
Okay.
We're just gonna do this, and we're gonna load up some loot counters. Okay. Next combat is this one.
All right, critically wounded. I'll bring my critically wounded. Me, you, and you. Was that charged? No, I was engaged. Or was
Engaged.
Okay.
Yeah, that's been a scrum for a while.
Yeah. Okay. I've got a 0, so a 2 in total. A 0 with my penalties.
I've got a 3 plus 5 is 8. Didn't assign my toxic die before the tactical roll, so I'm not assigning it now. You set your dice. You lost.
You can.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna go 2 and 1.
Okay. All right. I will attack with my Scourge Bearer first.
Block with 2 dice. Oh man.
It's a 4 plus 5 is a 9.
Okay, I'm a 4 down to 3. I mean down to 1 because I'm -3 for my penalties. So 1 plus
No 6s.
5, no 6s.
Okay. POW 8, resilience 9.
Resilience 8.
8. Flat roll.
5 to 3. That'll do
serious
it.
wound,
Serious in
and
general,
he's
but I'm
dead.
critical, so that will walk me up.
And then I'm going to take advantage of my high movement. Go here. And here.
Right now I'm a 1 card army. Alright.
Okay, that's all the combat, so we are now going to up victory points.
Up victory points.
3, 6, 8, 9, that's 11. And I'm really sorry about those courage rolls. It's a shame to see that guy on the starting line.
It's okay. Everything's fine.
1 is here. And then 3 here. If I can find the 12. Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna set my my card order. Now we're getting ready for turn 4. We would normally call it, but I actually would love you to charge my Warrior of Stone first if you get to, and just show people him running off the board.
Sure. My facing's wrong, but I'll happily engage him.
Well, here, guys, so in general, this we would have called it probably a turn ago, but maybe even 2 turns ago.
And you can comfortably call it now no matter what, because I'm so far ahead on the tombs that even if I were to leave them and he just went and tried to loot with his remaining guy, he can't catch up. It's mathematically impossible for him to score a victory point, even if he kills everybody.
I want to say really quick, a beautiful thing about Confrontation, it was different from Games Workshop game design, is that once you kill the final model on an opponent's field, on an opponent's army, so this, I'm going to move him just here, just so that people can see him better. Once you kill the final model, the objectives, the scenario automatically ends right where it's at. So had James come in and just killed me and not put any markers down to score, then he would have killed every model, but then still would have lost the game. It's just brilliant game design. So nothing is going to change the outcome of this game, and we're not confused about that. But I think what might be of value is, so we're going to say the game is over. What might be of value is just starting the next turn. We'll say that his model has facing in the field of view to make a charge on my guy.
And what we're about to show you would work even if he didn't have facing.
Would work even if he would work even if he didn't have facing. Correct. Well, yeah, I guess, dude, you're right. So why don't we just go back? You're right. Yeah. And go. So I've got a 3 discipline on my card stack.
Let me set my cards up. All right.
So we'll go and start on turn 5.
Sure. Here's my activation sequence real quick for everybody.
Here's my activation sequence, just in case anybody's following along. All right.
All right. Now we're going to make our tactical rolls. Got an 8.
3 plus 4 is a 7. All right.
Okay. So assuming I had 1 and go first, I activate the Cyclops. I announce an engagement on your Warrior of Stone. Let's see if you can finally make a courage test.
He actually does not make the courage test.
He legitimately does not, and he is legitimately a coward and a deserter.
So he's going to run directly away from where James is with his 25 centimeters. It's going to take him straight off the board, and the game ends. excellent job, James. Despot Straw, non sequitur. Really well done. Just to walk through, he's got 11 to 1, which gives him 1. 15 to nothing, which gives him 2. 12 to 1, which gives him 3. This is a 3 to 0 victory. In a tournament, he would go on with something like 9 or 12 points and keep moving. Also, that game ends instantaneously at that point, so no need to even move him. And really, really well done. Really, really well done. Any comments, James? Anything you'd like to say?
It was a lot of fun having all the additional movement from the colony benefit. It's not something I typically get to see on dwarves, and was a breath of fresh air. They played more dynamically than I'm used to. I also don't typically feel like it's a good investment to go heavy on points on one model. So it was fantastic to play 2 high points models and have them clean house. All in all, a lot of fun. The Intimidation solo I like a lot for the extra force. There are other scenarios where you're carrying counters, and by having additional force you can carry multiple tokens. So that's all good. Fun game. It was very nice to play against the Orcs of the Behemoth. And thank you for playing.
Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If any of you made it this far, just troopers, and I hope you guys have a great day. Less than an hour and 16 minutes. And I think if we were not talking while we were playing, I think we could have probably wrapped this game up in like 30 minutes. What do you think?
30 to 40.
30 to 40? Yeah. I think we could have cut 20 points off that. Have a great day, guys. And yeah.